guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. My name's Samantha and you're watching my YouTube channel. Before we get started, be sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below what you guys would like to see on my channel, subscribe to my channel, and turn on that post bell notification button so you never miss a new video like this one. I will leave my Instagram and all my social media down in the description box down below. So for today's video, I am going to be doing a best and worst palette video. I have 3 palettes that I love to death. I also have 3 palettes which I don't really like, and they did not work for me personally, but I'm sure if you have these palettes, then I'm assuming they might work for you, they might not work for you. These are just the palettes that did not work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my best palettes. So the first one I'm starting off with is, of course, the James Charles palette. I like to keep all my palettes in their cases, like their boxes, so they don't get ruined. And for anyone who has not seen the James Charles palette, this is what it looks like. It's black, it has a nice sleek finish, it has a glossy black lettering that says Morphe X James Charles. And when you open it up, I'll show you the top of it. The cardboard right here says Unleash Your Inner Artist, and this is what the palette looks like. I really love this palette because it's so versatile. I could do anything from a rainbow look to a natural look to a smoky look, and I don't have to dip into another palette to use this. It does come with a clear protector with all the names on it, and I like to keep that on just so I know all the names, because I haven't learned all the names yet for this palette. But if you guys get your hands on it, I definitely would recommend it. I know this palette is currently sold out, so when it becomes available, I will let you guys know in the description box down below. I do really love this palette, and I definitely recommend picking it up for somebody who's starting out with makeup and who also wants to get into color. This is a very good palette. So the next palette I have is another Morphe palette. It is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is the JH2, so this is like the remastered palette. This is what the box looks like. This is what the palette looks like. I bought this right off the Morphe website. So a lot of people had the the paper version of this in their palette. Mine actually came on the back. And for everybody wondering what it looks like, this is what it looks like. It has like a little quote from Jaclyn. This is what the palette looks like. My dog did dig into the color Jax, which I was very mad about. But this is what the palette looks like. I take very good care of my palettes, except my dog got into that one. This is another palette that I really do enjoy. There's so many colors, and it's so versatile that I could take this and create a colorful look with a pop of blue to a dark smoky look with a dark purple on top. I really do love this palette. I would definitely recommend getting this palette. This was my first Morphe palette that I ever purchased, and I love this palette. This is the 35 Dream Colors JH palette. I definitely would recommend it. I have not tried Jaclyn's Vault collection, so I can't say if those palettes are good or bad. But if you guys would like me to get those to test them out to see if they're good or bad, then just comment it down below and I will definitely test that out for you. So my last palette, which is like my all-time favorite palette, this is the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I did a tutorial, I believe, with this palette. I'm not sure. I did with one of the palettes. I could be mistaken, but I do love this palette. This is what the box looks like, and this is what the palette looks like. I definitely want to get the Riviera palette because it is so beautiful. It has that pop of pink, some purples, like it just looks so beautiful. This is what the palette looks like. I love the shimmers. They're so easy to blend. They're very beautiful. You could do a nice light color look with just these couple orange colors, or you could do a dark look with the dark brown and the dark black, and the black is so black. It is beautiful. I love this palette so much. I would definitely recommend getting this palette. But if you don't like this color scheme, if you think it's too dark, the Modern Renaissance is a great alternative if it's a little bit brighter, and I definitely recommend this one. Just in case you guys are wondering what that black swatched like, this is what it looks like. It swatches very well for a black. So next I'm going to move on to my 3 worst palettes, and I don't want to say they're bad, I just think that they need a little more pigment in them, or you know, the formula wasn't great, maybe I just got a bad palette, I'm not really sure. So we're gonna start with the Kylie Jenner palette. This is the Sorta Sweet palette. I got this for Christmas because I've been dying for a Kylie palette to test out. This is what it looks like. This is what the palette looks like. Now, I like the color scheme of the palette, and I love the shimmers. Like, this is what a shimmer looks like. I'm sorry I didn't swatch the other two, but the other 2 palettes. I just think that, I don't know, I feel like it's missing something. Like, this palette looks too light almost. Sorry, I'm like blinding you with the mirror. It looks too light, and it's just like missing like maybe a transition shade or like a dark black, you know, it's just like it's missing some colors is what I'm thinking that it's missing. And it's not that pigmented. Like, I'll do this color, which is Berry Bite. I mean, it swatches good, but then when you go to apply it, it just doesn't show up. I mean, it showed up good on the swatch, but when you apply it to your eyes. I have a video on this. I'll link it down below. I mean, I do like this palette, but I just think that there's more potential that could come from this palette. And I'm not hating on Kylie. Like, I love Kylie Jenner's liquid lipsticks and lip glosses, but this palette was not my favorite. If you guys have tried any of her other palettes, then let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to test out a couple of her other palettes, but this one just so happened to not be a favorite of mine. So the next palette I think is everyone's like the least favorite palette, in my opinion, from all the videos I've watched. It is the Too Faced White Peach palette. This is what it looks like. That's what the box looks like, and I will crack it into the palette. I love the packaging of the palette. Like, I think it's something so different, so unique. This is what it looks like, and the back is just gold. And I love the little peach accents on the palette. And when you open it up, I don't want to blind you guys. It has the word Too Faced, and this is what the palette looks like. It looks like a very beautiful palette. So pretty, like your eyes go kind of like to this color, this color, this color, you know. But these all the matte colors, I'll like kind of bring it closer. All those matte colors look the same when you apply it to your eye. And there's no pigmentation. It just looks very blah. Like, it looks like you're not putting any colors on your face. The glitters are like a glitter mess. I'll just swatch. I'm trying to see. I'll definitely swatch the black. And I'll put it next to the Anastasia one. And I'll swatch Sweet Fig. Put it next to the Kylie one. And I'll swatch this shimmer called Peach Ice. Put it right here. Okay. So right here is Sweet Fig. This black one is called On the Grill, and the shimmer right here is called Peach Ice. I think that you can't even see the Sweet Fig where it looks so much darker in the pan. The black color is barely showing up. Like, it looks more like a gray than a black. And the white, when you swatch it, mess. It's a really pretty color, but the swatch like looks so weird, and when you apply it you get so much fallout, which again, I'm okay with fallout. A couple of my favorite palettes have fallout, or they're really, really powdery, and I work around it, but this, I have glitter like 4 days on my eye, and I really don't like how it looks. And all like the colors, like if I swatched like all the mattes for you, they all look the same. Like, they literally all look the same. I don't even know if you guys can see this on a camera. I don't have a viewfinder because I'm filming on my iPad, but this palette was not a favorite of mine. It might be for some people, and I'm totally okay with that. I mean, it's okay if you really want like a light, natural look, but for me, I like the dramatic kind of eyes, and this just was not it.
I kind of wish I got the other peach palette, the Sweet Peach. I don't remember. It looks like this, but it's called, I think it's called Sweet Peach or Natural Peach, Matte Peach, something like that. I forget the name of it because I have the other peach palette.
I kind of wish I got the other palette. I think it's called Matte Peach because I have the Sweet Peach palette upstairs in my room, which I do love that one. But this one just wasn't a hit for me. I'm sorry. And for the last palette, it is another Too Faced palette. Now, I don't have a lot of bad palettes that I hate or I regret buying, but this palette I got for Christmas again from my aunt. And I liked the palette, but just a couple of colors threw me off. This is the Too Faced Bonbon palette. This is what it looks like. This is what the palette looks like. It's nice and sleek, nice and pretty. The colors are very beautiful. The only issue that I have with this palette is that a couple of the colors are very patchy. This color right here, I don't know how to pronounce it, is very dry, very patchy when applied to the eye, and oof, you could just see it in the swatch. And I think like the pink wasn't as pink as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it's an okay pink. It definitely could have used some work, but we'll swatch it. And a couple of the colors are very, very light. I do really enjoy this color right here called Satan's Sheets. And I do like a couple of like the other shimmers and the other mattes, but this, I believe, is a pass for me. It is not a favorite palette. I will try to use it sometimes, but you really have to work with that brown color to get it to work and to get it to blend. And I want to be able to pick up a brown like that and just be able to blend without having issues. Other than that, those are all the palettes I have. Like I said, I did 3 and 3 just to kind of make it even and make it easier. The Too Faced Bonbon palette was not really like I regret buying it or a worse palette. It does work pretty decent. It's just those couple shades did not work out for me very well. The same thing as the Kylie palette. I did enjoy this palette. I just wish there was like a couple extra shades. It has potential, but I think it needs a little TLC and a little help and a little more shade colors. And the Too Faced White Peach was just like a complete flop for me. I definitely regret buying this one. I wish that the colors were a little more pigmented and that there were other colors than those matte colors that all looked the same. And again, I really love all 3 of my palettes, the James Charles, the Jaclyn Hill, and the Soft Glam palette. I definitely really loved those palettes, and I definitely recommend you guys picking those up if you guys have a chance to. I also recommend the Sweet Peach palette, which looks like this one, except it's Sweet Peach. And I also recommend the Modern Renaissance if you're really not into the Soft Glam palette. Other than that, comment down below what palettes you regret buying, and also comment down below what palettes you enjoy that you purchased or you got for Christmas. What palette is your favorite? Below. Other than that, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on that post bell notification so you never miss a new video like this one, and follow me on my Instagram, which I will leave right here. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.